Welcome to Spiritual Clearings, where we clear and transmute the energies of the collective across time, space, and dimensions. Using the Akashic Records, we access imprints from the past, present, future, past lives, and parallel realities to bring truth, clarity, and soul-level healing into the now. Let's align with the highest frequency available today, shall we? Hello, hi. Thank you for being here with me today. It is Spiritual Clearing and it's Friday. Happy Aloha Friday. Today we are going to be talking about reality. What is real? What is our experience here on this planet that we're encountering at this very moment, where you are watching me and I'm talking to you and you're listening to my voice and the teachings I share. I'm here to do some spiritual clearings to get us on track in awareness with the happenings that are going on in this wonderful universe. And it's beautiful because there's many realities that we can see, and each one is unique to each one of you. And what's exciting is we begin to start to see what actually we want to give our attention and affection to. So I'm really excited about this because reality, it exists here when we make meaning of it. And so we're going to go through all of this to begin to kind of go towards what we prefer. Hello, Mark. Hi, Leah. Thank you so much for being here. So stoked because today's is going to be a good one. So I hope you stay. I was cleaning out my house a little bit today and I found this piece and I was like, I've never worn it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels so cool. And yet I'm also very uncomfortable. And that, for me, I realize I want to be in the reality I create, where I get to enjoy my things, have a glass of whiskey because it's Friday. So cheers to you if you are enjoying your Friday evening. This is me enjoying mine. So here we are together. Cheers. Okay, so if you've never been here before, I use my pendulum and my charts to work with the Akashic Records to tune into this fourth dimensional realm of collective consciousness to begin to understand what the hell is going on, right? It's pretty fabulous because we know nothing anymore. Like literally everything that we thought and believed to be true is totally changing. And if you aren't aware of your own thoughts and what you're doing, then you might go wayside and trip up a bit. So hello. Hi, Isaac. Hi, Rayla. Hi, Regan. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So happy you guys made it. This is going to be fun. I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous because like more me is coming out than ever before. And I'm like, people are going to see me. People are going to see that I'm a partier and that I like to wear fancy stuff and enjoy myself. And you know what? I light candles, right? And I like light my sage, my Palo Santo, sit with my crystals to totally get in the zone because it's necessary for this wonderful ritual that I do with this spiritual clearing. So I'm going to get us set up and I'm going to play a fun song that I thought was really perfect for the talk today on reality. And it's called Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads. Like, have you ever really listened to the song and thought like, oh shit, like that is kind of what's happening. Like I grew up all of a sudden and here I am married, sitting in this house in the middle of Hawaii when this was not even my experience when I was in high school. None whatsoever. Like my life was completely different. And each phase is a different reality that we experience. And so what happens though is we're bringing old realities with us, especially the ones we don't prefer. And then boom, we're like, how did I get here? Is this my beautiful house? Is this my wife? What the hell is happening? So let's listen to the song and listen to it carefully as I prep to work. Enjoy yourself. Here we go. Ever was. How is that possible? Why is it the same as it ever was? Like, why do things keep on repeating and we're like stuck in Groundhog's Day? Like, what's happening? What's happening? All right. So this is the beauty of reality is we get to choose what reality we prefer. The thing is that yes, there are certain laws that exist here, like the law of gravity. We can't necessarily make ourselves fly that reality we want it to be. However, it comes in a way that we go beyond the structures and ideas of what life is. And to get there, we are acclimating to new higher frequencies in order to open up our perspectives to possibilities, because there's many possibilities. There's not just one possibility. And that one possibility that we thought of before literally leads us to separation, segregation, to fear, to different. Oh, I was blocked. I was blocked because of my music. So hopefully they don't block me anymore. Let me know if I'm still on, because if they blocked me, they found me out. They found me out. And I don't want to be found out. We want to be in a place where we're really working through these realities to begin to understand what we're doing here. And what are we doing here, right? Like, nobody really knows. We kind of just are going along the way, guided by these ideas, these systems that play based on our culture, based on the geography of where we live, based on the people who say that this is how life is, right? And so we go, okay, we take it as truth because everyone else is doing it. You know, everyone else is doing these things, so we're going to do the same so that we belong. Because what if we told people we were alien? Like, they'd probably kill us. You know what I mean? Poke and prod us and figure out who we are. But what reality are we in when we can't really be ourselves and question like different ways of being, right? And that's the thing about life, is we get to question and find the answers. Hi, Carrie. Thank you so much for jumping on. And so when we question, we discover our answers through our experiences, then we know what is true for us. We know what we're operating from. We know and we are aware of who we are. However, I wasn't aware of myself prior. I was under many guises of different realities, of different people's ideas. And then when I started to look at that, I'm like, wow, I don't really like who I am, you know? And those parts of me and the stories I created, like, wow, those pieces are shadow aspects of myself that I'm coming to like understand that I had to go through that to be in the light, right? To choose out of the darkness and into the light. And that reality is shifting like mad. You know, I'm like starting to see all the things that I prefer. And we're getting hit by many things in the cosmos, as Michelle will probably point out to you guys on Monday. So she is with us. She's one of our beautiful students who talks about the wonderful astrology, and she's going to be sharing that on Monday. So please tune in to her. She's fabulous. And so what I love about astrology, it's like this wonderful map, and it shows us who we are, where to go, and it maps out all the archetypes so we can navigate this fourth dimensional realm. There's many, many tools out there right now that help us navigate this thing called reality, that really show up in ways that help us move right along. And so as we're showing up in reality, we're starting to see, well, I don't think I agree with that reality. Like, why would I live this lifestyle over here when it's full of limitations, full of scarcity, full of fear, full of separation, that I'm like, I'd rather go this direction because I know what makes me feel good. I know what makes like life more meaningful. I know where kindness exists, and they're in these areas. So I'm like, of course, gonna go, yeah, no more. Like, I'm done with your reality. That's it. I understand that you are there and I appreciate you, but I'm no longer choosing those particular pathways. I'm going for more of what I prefer. So as you're in this transition right now on this planet, you're looking at the different realities, the one that you've created, which thank you, God, for the many, many experiences that I experienced. I'm sure you feel that way too. You're like, wow, amazing. And I'm ready for a different reality. The reality that one that is not like, doesn't have the challenges, because those grow us, those evolve us, right? Those help us figure our shit out. I'm ready for the one that I'm completely me, completely in a state of like choice for myself, in awareness and in presence, because that's where it all exists. Thank you, Jana. Welcome, welcome. Michelle's on top here. She's talking about our wonderful Mercury in the shadows, pre-retrograde in Leo. Yes. Who are we in this reality? It's like, what do you wish to create? You get to do it. You are the actor on the stage, like I am right now. I get to be the actor on the stage who has a glass of whiskey with you guys. Cheers. My husband's probably laughing at me right now because he knows this Candace, this reality of this Candace. He's like, she's so fun. And I know some of you know this Candace too. So I decided to bring her out today because this reality for me is fun. It's party day. It's Friday. So let's go into the charts and clear some things around this wonderful energy of reality so that we can begin to not look on the external for what we want. However, begin to understand in our experiences, we're choosing our values and what we want because we're following that pathway. And when you follow that pathway, boom, you get to see some freaking amazing things that you've always been waiting on. Cheers, Michelle. Okay, so what do we need to clear around our ideas about reality? Let's take a look. We have some discordant energy that we're clearing. And what we're looking at now is outside to the right. Ah, yes, this bad one that we tend to revert to, and it's called shame. That wonderful shame spiral we all go down because we didn't get it right. We didn't succeed. We failed. And now we're doomed to being desolate and despair and alone and lonely and dying on the floor without any help or support. Like, gosh, why does our brains go to that shame space? Like we did something so awful. Well, maybe it wasn't awful. Maybe it was the experience that told us like, yeah, no, I don't want to experience that again. No, thank you. You know what I mean? And we're like, okay, that is what that reality looks like. And I don't prefer that. And there's many lessons I learned from that. And I'm going to choose this direction over here. Thank you very much. Because yeah, I only knew what I knew at the time that I knew it. If I would have known better, I would have known better and been able to do it. But not this time around, right? This time around, like I'm in curiosity, I'm in openness, and we're in a place of I don't fucking know, right? And the I don't fucking know, guess what? Life will reveal itself to you. You don't have to guess anymore. You don't have to put an idea, an identity to the experience. It's just not necessary anymore. So let's let go and dissolve that shame because all that energy keeps leaking out to that part of us that's like on the floor, crying our eyes out, saying, why me? Oh God, I have been doing that this past year for sure. There's been some, a lot of things that have happened in my life, like, why me? And it's been horrible, devastating, really. And that reality, I fucking don't prefer that shit. So I'm doing things differently now, right? I'm opening up my third eye, understanding discernment that not everything is love. And love is not just being nice and kind. It's like this understanding, this frequency that really you're benevolent and understanding and compassionate around everything that's around you, right? And you trust in what you're experiencing because it's evolving ourselves, it's evolving our soul. So as we're releasing the toxic shame, you realize like, okay, I would have done better if I would have known better. And now we're choosing a different path, many of us. And those that are not, hey, those repetitive cycles, there's something that's there for you. That when you reframe the energy, you begin to see it from a different perspective, a different reality, and you see how this is for you and how it's helping you. Like I know many of you are in transition phases right now where your identity is shifting. Maybe your marriages are coming on or taken off, right? We're in different places where we're choosing different aspects of our lives that are completely different from what was the reality that we knew. And so this reality that you're creating, you're attempting to put on what you thought was onto the new reality, and it does not work, right? It's a whole new ballgame. That's information that helps you understand that life and that reality. However, right here is the choice of the complete present moment. The present moment where you truly choose from what's inside of your soul. And as you're there, then the revelation will be a couple of steps ahead of you to choose that next thing. It's like almost like a scavenger hunt that our souls gave to us. I mean, that's kind of fun, right? To like discover and look out for the signs, for the things that really support us, that really lead us through the noise, through the distractions, through the shit that doesn't really belong here because we get distracted because of those systems, right? Hi, Valerie. Thank you so much for jumping on. So now when we, listen to our intuition and connect our energy bodies to our higher self, we are so much more than meets the eye. We are fucking transformers. Truly. On so many levels, we are more than meets the eye. So here we are in this reality where, we understand what shame's like. It is the lowest of the low energy in a way that helps us understand what else is possible. Right? That there is something else that exists that's not in despair, that is not in this place of deep depression. Depression. We want to be in the place of learning, not about also the oppression. Like we want to be out of all of that into the freedom, into the light. So Michelle says, yes, plot twist, south node indicates Virgo, north node in Pisces. Those of us in that axis, we're going through big clearings. Carrie says, I am trying to let go of my anger, disappointment in myself for being in the living situation I'm in and how old I am. My goal is to accept where I am in my journey and continue forward in positive light. Yeah. If you had a different reality, you would be experiencing something new. And this is where you were needing to be in this moment, in this time, regardless of what it is, it's here. And now you have a choice. And if you recognize that, then we begin to get courageous. We begin to get brave and doing things differently. That's so uncomfortable. It doesn't feel great to feel our pain or feel our feelings, right? No one wants to feel those. And yet when it comes, we're like, afterwards we feel such relief. So as we turn the tables around and feel our feelings, the energy moves and our reality becomes different. Why? Because we are energy. We're made up of this energetic light, and these patterns, these holding patterns that we decided to keep there. We said, yep, I don't want to feel that one. I don't want to experience that one. We held it in, right? And now it becomes this boiling pot that has no place to go except for throughout your ears, and out your fingertips. And then it starts leaking out in your reality because those are pieces that have not been restored, have not been given the light of day of your acceptance and acknowledgement. And you don't have to go digging deep. Like Isaac and I always talk about that. You don't got to dig deep for this shit. It pops up in the everyday life experiences. That's why it's for you, because the reality is showing you what's on the inside. It's just reflecting out and you're like, oh man, that's what I have been living with. That's what I'm tolerating. And not only to say that, we're tolerating many years of beliefs and ideas that have been born out of fear and separation, that really have told us that you're different and I'm more right and you're more wrong. I don't prefer that, nor do I agree with that. I believe there's an opportunity to learn from each one of us. And it's a really powerful thing because you know what I don't know, and maybe I know what you don't know, and I get to share that experience with you. And we're like, oh wow, I didn't even know that kind of reality exists. That's amazing. I didn't know that was the thing. And that's there. We are learning so much from social media and internet right now because you can have these peering into different realities, right? It just is now like finding your tribe. And I'm hoping that as you're here, you're finding your tribe and realizing like, yeah, we're a little bit weird. We have these spiritual gifts and we want to use it ethically. We want to use it with grace. We want to use it for support and being able to be with people in a community of like-minded individuals that truly have a connection support system, because this place is real. We're all supporting each other in this reality that we have co-created as a collective, and we're realizing it doesn't work and we're doing something different about it. And it's powerful. And those that continue to stay in that reality, let them, because that's not my reality anymore. I might just see them walking by or passing by. However, what I prefer is what I'm creating, which is all these beautiful conscious relationships where I get to have fun and party. Cheers! And hang out with really cool young people and really wise old people and just have a good time, because that's where it's at. So let us clear this energy of shame and bring our energies back to present. There is nothing to be shameful about. everything that has occurred and has probably been experienced by so many people, unfortunately, especially throughout our past, our history. There's just been so much atrocities done in the name of being right, or the hidden dark shadows. Like, let's bring that back to here. A lot of us were hurt. A lot of us were harmed. A lot of us are the victim. A lot of us were the perpetrator. A lot of us had all the experiences, and now we take a look at it and we're like, oh, hell no, I don't want to do that anymore. It's more fun to be cool. It's more fun to be kind. So cleared, accurate, complete. Yes. Hi, James. Thank you so much for jumping on. So tell me, talk to me. What is showing up with you as I speak a lot of these things about reality? What is coming through for you in your reality? What is asking you to change your perspective and show you a different experience, a different light that can lead to a whole brand new thing instead of that wonderful Groundhog's Day that we've been talking about? Oh my God, I'm burning up. I'm getting hot. Hold on one second. Okay. Here we go. So now we're going to see what else we can clear around reality. Show me, show me, show me. A block. Let's find out what this is. Outside to the left. A block to self-forgiveness. Well, isn't that the antidote to shame, right? To be in this place for like forgiveness for ourselves, for not being there for ourselves, for not knowing better, for so many things, so many things. Michelle says, like astrologer Steve Judd says, darkness can't thrive where there is humor. I love that. I prefer humor. Like, I love friends that make me laugh. I love when I can make other people laugh. Like, I used to be afraid of sounding silly and like making a joke that someone didn't get. And I would be cracking at myself and they'd be looking at me like, huh? And I realized there's just not my people, and that's okay. I love and respect you. It's just, I'm not going to tell that joke to that person, right? Anyway, we're in a place right now where we're clearing this self-forgiveness. So, you know, on top of that, like there's qualities that each and every one of you have, right? And you probably show them to the closest people that you love, that really, if you let those parts shine outside of you, it's not that people are going to steal that joy and that you're never going to lose it. It's been a part of you. And the thing is it is meant to shine. It is meant to be for the world. And as you show up in those pieces, I mean, truly, wow, you're like this bright, shiny light, and I would just want to touch you. And so when we forgive ourselves for thinking that we had to be something that we're not, then we begin to go, well, that was who I've always wanted to be in the first place, right? And allowing ourselves that wonderful grace for thinking we had to be other than that, because those parts were definitely not me. And that's why I was battling those shadows, because I was attempting to be something I'm not and making myself wrong for that. And so can we take a moment and just forgive ourselves, forgive the people in that experience, and not in a way that's like, you know, going to them and I forgive you. It's like for ourselves, because what we do for ourselves, we do for others. And from that, we change the energy, right? So we're going to build stronger bridges within ourselves, so all of our separated pieces begin to come in intact. So what I ask you to take a moment and do, and just think of a moment where you want to forgive yourself, whether it's like 3 seconds ago to 5 years ago to however long ago, and just close your eyes and imagine that part of you. And you, the now, is walking up to that you in that time. And you say to yourself, I forgive you. I forgive me. Bring back peace and harmony. And we'll say that 2 more times. I forgive you. I forgive me. Bring back peace and harmony. I forgive you. I forgive me. Bring back peace and harmony. Breathe that in, breathe that out, and just tune in. You might feel like wispy clouds moving off of your body. You might feel shivers run up and down your body or spine. Might feel like the weight off your shoulders and just an opening. Allow the sensations to be present with you. Put your awareness on it and move the energy. That was so good. Alex, thank you for jumping on. I'm so happy to see you here. We're doing some reality work, and I know you have a little bit of something about this for sure. So now we're going to go ahead and clear this block to self-forgiveness and really just step into that. Like, again, in that reality, I had no fucking clue. I had no idea who I was or what I really wanted. I just chose from that space inside of me that knew what I knew when I knew it. And now I know better. So I forgive myself for not knowing then, because now I know. And in this reality, I'm a fucking badass. You know what I'm saying? I'm a badass and you're a badass. All right. Cleared, accurate, complete. Is there anything else clear around reality? Yes, there's one more. What is it? A miscellaneous block. And this one is a belief of beliefs. So, yep, things we were made to believe about outside, right? Separation. Oh, yes, separation. Carrie, as per usual, the rare opportunity to join live. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. You're speaking to my soul and all the things I've been realizing I was doing to myself and needing to see the beauty in life. Upset that I'm not where I wish I was. Self-forgiveness is what I need. Yes! I'm so glad. I'm so glad we all need it. Like, yep, it's true. Forgiveness works. It really does. It's the grace for ourselves. So we're looking at this belief of beliefs of separation, which creates this reality that we think we're separate. And it's really cool because Isaac and I created a new program called Embodiment. And in Embodiment, we are working through the 9 dimensions that are here right now that we can totally ascend into if we allow ourselves to wake up to it. However, it does take some inner work. And that's why we're like, we've done this inner work for so long. Why is nothing happening or changing? Because we didn't have the information yet of what was happening now. Hi, Michelle. And so the information that is happening now, we were prepping for it. We were preparing. We were giving ourselves time to resolve our energy field inside of us so that we can open up into this wonderful multidimensional aspect of ourselves, and it's going to be off the hook. So I'm really stoked about our embodiment course. I believe we have wonderful 12 students participating at this moment, and I'm just so excited because the powerful gathering that all of these souls are going to create is filled with light crystals and new codes that we're going to anchor into the earth, especially because the dimensions are real and we get to ascend up and down through all of them. We get to live through all of them. And timelines are crossing and we're just seeing so much more into the future than we've ever seen before in a way that exists in this wonderful time and space. Right. So it is really exciting. It's a powerful time period. And in this, these wonderful healers that are going to be a part of the embodiment course, we're literally embodying the teachings and we're going to be living it in the everyday experiences. Hi, Tiffany. I didn't know you're here. Just yesterday, I gave forgiveness to myself and to my father who wasn't there. Had the combo in my mind where I set him free from guilt and forgave myself for being angry in the past. It did feel good. It does. And that's part of what this whole shifting of realities is too, is like forgiving all of that. Like nobody in that reality had a clue. And that's why we're in this unknown space of I don't know, because I don't know if any of these things are true. That's why we question things. It was fascinating. I just sent my girlfriend Regan a reel today about this woman talking on chat GPT about like, why did women feel like they needed romance and love to be in relationships? And it began to just spit off like all this power play, control, emotionally manipulating women so that then they stay around with these men who get to live their lives and be out in the world and enjoy. And not that it's good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just maybe there's hidden agendas around a lot of things that we didn't realize exist. And that reality is on top of the reality that we think we're living. And maybe those systems, those ideas work for some people, and they're very beautiful, and I honor them. However, it's not for everyone, and we were guided in that direction, shown a particular way of being as man, as woman, as a human on this earth, and what we should be doing or shouldn't be doing. I mean, really, would we be paying bills? Would we be going to work a 9 to 5 for our beautiful, precious lives? Like, really, like, we could be so creative in so many endeavors, you know, if we were given the proper tools and the skills and the understanding of, we create our own reality, you know? And now that we know, and kids actually know, they play, they imagine, they're off running, doing their reality. And I realized, like, I was thankfully grown up in the Generation X days, where reality for me was like outdoors, playing with friends, enjoying life. And then, you know, freaking high school hit, and I went, pew. Not like, you look at that generation and time in America, and you're like, holy shit, we lived through some crazy ass stuff. You know, we're imprinted with that. And that is what everyone is experiencing. We're imprinted with certain realities of what we thought and believed to be true. That was this collective that was created in separation, that literally took us by surprise by separating ourselves from those we love, even thinking they're betraying us and we can't trust them. And there's just so much pain around all of that. And so we're here to look at the true understanding, not the belief of separation, about the belief and understanding that separation has always been the goal here, for more power, for more of the energy to be in disbalance or in disharmony, right? And so we're in a place now where we can reharmonize everything by allowing the whole chorus to sing, not just the trumpets. Okay. We're in the whole chorus, and we're all singing our song, and we're adding to the collective, and that like coincides with unconditional love. And we got to do it first with ourselves, right? Because from within, so without. So if you're not forgiving yourself, guess what's going to show up out here? There's this unconscious agreement we have to separation, because we're separating from ourselves. And when you mend those parts, the reality begins to create something more of what you prefer, because the light can expand through. It's really powerful. I know I can't wait too, Michelle. It's like, all right. So we're going to go ahead and clear the belief of beliefs of separation, and just be curious. You know, what you believe and what I believe is completely different. I'm just sharing what I believe. And if you resonate, great. And if you don't, share it. Like, let's hear it. So if you are in a place where you're feeling separate, alone, and wish you had more community, we do have Soul Connections coming up this Monday. And it's where we gather together as a community to talk about all these things that are occurring in our lives, from personal to spiritual to worldwide. Like, we're all in this together, and all of our voices matter. And when we can share it in a safe space and receive support, I mean, boom, there's opportunities there. So message me. I will give you the link for Soul Connections. And again, that starts on Monday. It's every second Monday, and it's a subscription. All right. Is there anything else around reality? No. So guess what? You have this wonderful, rare opportunity that most people don't know that they have, which is choice. And your choices create your reality. And each choice is neither good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just choice in a direction. And eventually, as you make more choices, you'll begin to know what you don't prefer, so that you know what you do prefer. Especially when you don't know what you prefer. It just will show up for you. And as it shows up, it reveals in love, because everything is happening for you. So that reality is this wonderful simulation for you, by you, in order for you to see yourself and love yourself. And remember who the fuck you are. So I will replay this awesome song after I close up this container, which again is called Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads. I'm going to go ahead and close this, mop it up. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Mother Earth, guides, guardian angels, for your love and support around learning about this thing called life, this reality that is before us. May we become present to it, for it is the only place that we can enact true choice. And in this true choice, we get to see what the outcome is, not from an expectation, however, by wonder. A wonder and curiosity of, I wonder what this is going to turn out like, so that we come into a place of resonance, heart resonance, where we are in openness, availability, readiness for what we have created for ourselves, right? We're here for the rising through the fourth dimension into the 5D world of unconditional love, because it does exist, and it doesn't mean that, again, you won't have challenges. The challenges are here to shape us, support us, evolve us, grow us, help us see beyond our own minimal experience of what we call reality. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Aho, may it be so. It will be so. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads. Thank you, Valerie. I appreciate you. You guys are so awesome. I'm proud of you all. You woke up today. You got up. You got on my live. You're watching the replay. You're here. We're learning. We're growing. We're doing this together. Take care. Love, light, and aloha. If you felt a shift today, this is just the beginning. Join us inside New Paradigm Healing Academy to go deeper into clearing, energy work, and soul remembrance. Subscribe, like, and share this with someone ready to release the old and embody the new. Together, we rise in frequency across all timelines.